Released in cinemas on January the 17th in the UK, you may be asking yourself, is Here something you should go and see? Let me tell you about the film because I had a chance to see it last night. So imagine setting up a single camera permanently recording one spot through the entirety of time. Millions or thousands of years ago, you'd perhaps witness extinct species and global catastrophes. In more recognisable times, you'd see signs of civilization and homes being built and lived in within your viewing pane. And that is what happens in Here. It largely focuses on the experience of one family within a single viewing pane, and for the majority of the film, that scene is of a lounge in a family home, a home which we see being built around us in one section of the movie. The central character in that family so heavily featured is Tom Hanks, digitally altered for us to see him in all stages of his life, where he plays himself as both a very young man and as a much more senior version of himself. And we get to see a whole multitude of his family moments over the years in that front room, from the happy through the mundane to the tragic. And that is when this film is at its best, I think. I felt super engaged with much of the drama surrounding it in those points. It also has a neat effect to transition between the different eras captured in that single camera view. Pictures within the frame appear, the same shot but of a different era, which then transition to fill the viewing pane with scenes from that different time. They veer from prehistoric to Native American Indian, from pre-independence to post-war, and even a scene or two covering the COVID years. Whilst they do work, they're less effective than the Tom Hanks scenes, I think. Overall, this is worth going to see. I think the approach used here is to be commended. It's definitely a new take on cinema, but in honesty, I don't think it's a filming style that we will see featured in too many movies going forward. But because it's so different, it's definitely worth going to see, and it's a film that I enjoyed.